everyone. Sergio Coney speaking. We are here at Banking 4.0. It's an international conference dedicated to emerging technology that will change the face of the banking industry in the coming years. Here with me is Mr. Adolfo Laurenti. Welcome, Mr.
Hello.
Laurenti. He's a principal economist at Visa. Hello again.
It's a
Well,
pleasure to be here. Thank you.
pleasure is all mine. Sir, being a principal economist, I have to ask you about the what they call we are close for a new recession. How close we are? What are the main factors? Brexit, the trade dispute between USA and China. What else?
We are not close to a recession yet, but the economy is getting weaker. We have seen a slowdown in growth throughout all the major economies, both advanced markets and emerging economies. So, in that respect, we are becoming more fragile. And you mentioned some of the risk on the horizon: Brexit, the trade wars, what's happening in credit markets, oil, it's always a wild card. So we are becoming more fragile. If something goes wrong on any of these front, then the probability of a recession will go up.
Which one is most dangerous for me?
Personally, I think it
healthy.
would be very damaging trade wars, because the trade wars will be damaging in the short period. So it might be a trigger for recession, but it's also very damaging in the long term, because we all benefit from open trade, and we are really going in the wrong direction on that front.
Probably there will be differences between regions in terms of impact.
There will be a difference, but the reality, we all benefited during the time of growing globalization. Clearly, Asia has been growing a lot, but even as a consumers in advanced economies in Europe, in the United States, we collected a lot of benefits from that process, and see now new barriers being built to prevent or to delay trade. It's very dangerous in terms of what the economy will look like in 10, 20, 30 years.
You talk also about the impact of 5G mobile data flows on banking and electronic payments. Could you develop a bit?
Yes, we are always looking for technology that have the capacity to disrupt the existing landscape. Retails is very important for payment, is very important for Visa, so we spend a lot of time looking at the retail space. And we believe that the 5G will be really revolutionary in this space. The adoption of a solution for the Internet of Things, like sensors that will drive a lot of the transactions, mission critical communications, enhance application in robotics, in delivery, in drones, and so on, will really change the way that we think of the economy, the way we think of payments. So we are really spending a lot of time to understand these trends and be ready to offer the solutions that the consumer wants.
Speaking about electronic payments, there is also a question, Facebook, Libre as a currency. Are you in favor? Do you think that the project will materialize in the next year?
Well, Visa took some step back from that project in recent months. We are always monitoring all the solution, all the changes in the ecosystem. In this case, Visa underscored the fact that we remain a company mostly focused on fiat money and fiat currencies. So we have not taken the leap into the crypto world as yet. It's very interesting to monitor the technology underlying the blockchain. It's, in my perception, is not ready yet for prime time. It's not really ready to support the volume of transactions that Visa provides to the ecosystem, to our merchants and banking. But clearly, it might be that in the future there will be development, and as such, we are watching that very closely.
And my last question is related to virtual currency for central banks. China probably that the next year will do it. What do you think about that?
Well, there is a lot of work to be done. Some countries have already experimented with that in Europe. Sweden is a good example. They step back because they faced some real challenges. China is also exploring ways to do that, but the news came out yesterday. They are making a major bond issuance next week in US dollars. So I think that fiat currency will continue to become a key ingredient of the policy landscape as far as central banks are concerned. It's clearly a key element of the economies the way have developed, and we expect that to continue to be the case for a few years ahead of us.
Mr. Laurenti, thank you very much for your time.
It was a pleasure again. Thank you.
Thank you.